Criminals in court, daring, trying their best to provoke. Let's watch and find out and critique them, ladies and gentlemen.
You just gave me 40 years. Sir? Yes. You just gave me 40 years. Guess what? Sir, what's this? Yeah,
Gee! Yo, my guy busted G's. Oh my god. He said, nah, fam, 40 years is a lot, fam. But bro, again, I don't know what you did, fam, but brother, it must have been very serious, bro. Damn, bro. 40 years, bro.
This is Jaleel Smith Riley, who is facing charges for murder in Michigan. Smith Riley was involved in an armed robbery on November 16th, 2013, in Norwood, where he and two other men approached a parked car. Inside the parked car was 20-year-old Portia Brooks and her boyfriend, Aaron Martin. Smith Riley knocked on the window with a handgun and forced Martin, who was in the passenger seat, out of the car. Jaleel then proceeded to go through Aaron's pockets and demanded his cash. Once Jaleel had taken every dollar Aaron had, he then took his life with a shot to the head, causing permanent brain damage. However, Jaleel wasn't done there. Right after shooting Aaron, he then leaned into the car and fired at Brooks, who was sitting in the car, twice. And she died 3 days later. Fortunately, Martin survived.
Crazy, bro. The girl also died because she was also shot, fam. Brother, just steal your thing and go, fam. Bro, how vicious and, and how, bro, cold are they, bro? That's cold, fam, innit? That's cold. These are the stuff that you see in the movie and you think that, nah, this can't happen. This is fiction, but it's reality.
Survived the shooting, but sustained serious injury. Before the judge announced the sentence that Jaleel would be facing, Portia's family got the chance to address the jury and the man who took their daughter away from them. Sharon Brooks, Portia's mother, brought the box containing her daughter's ashes to the courtroom, as she had for previous court dates. She stated that Smith Riley had ruined her life and killed her identity as a mother of three.
This is what I have left because of his greed, his selfishness, his complete disregard of and disrespect of others and life. But as you can see, I get nothing back. Except the reality.
That is so sad, fam, bruh. That's like my sister, fam, gone. Just like that, poof. People just come in, steal and say, nah, we ain't done, fam. We gotta, end these people right here, fam, We gotta stand up and change, fam, innit? Jeez.
That she is gone.
Tia Marie Brooks, Portia's sister, also spoke emotionally and requested that Smith Riley be handed the maximum sentence.
Wait, and my guy is what? He's crying, fam. That's the world that we live in right now, innit, fam? That's the world that we live in right now. You do something, you start regretting, now you think that, obviously there's some things that, the mistakes, won't, but these ones, nah, fam, it's someone's life, fam. You can't return it, man. So, you just got to face the law, the penalty, fam.
As if Smith Riley's crime was not outrageous enough, his reaction to his sentence was even more dramatic. During the trial on August 11th, 2021, Smith Riley pleaded guilty to aggravated murder and attempted murder. However, he later decided to withdraw his guilty plea against the advice of his attorneys.
How do you say you plead guilty, then you don't plead guilty, fam? How in the hell does that work, fam? Please, if there's a lawyer watching, fam, I would really like for you to help me understand this. Obviously, I'm going to research, but also, in the comments will make my work a bit easy, innit? I don't know his reasons, but let's find out.
Decided to reverse his plea halfway through the sentencing hearing. They were shocked, and his attorneys were too, in part because it puts the death penalty back on the table.
Prior to receiving his sentence, Jaleel was heard apologizing in court as what appeared to be a last.
Nah. Bro, I was just, caught, foolishly by the police, in the town center, and I tried, to show remorse in some way. Brother, nothing, fam. Brother, nothing, my guy, nothing, bro. You just be dealt with the way you be dealt with, fam. Innit, fam. So, this guy, I don't think the judge gonna feel any sympathy, because at the end of the day, fam, also the family wants you behind bars, innit?
This is TJ Lane, who's facing charges for multiple murders in Ohio.
Bro, how do even kids or, people access this, guns, fam? How in the hell, fam? And you'll find that what is it called? The motive behind it is because maybe he was bullied, or maybe he disliked one or two people, and he said, I'm gonna annihilate all of this, bro.
I'm at Chardon High School in Ohio, On February 27, 2012, the Ohio Police Department responded to multiple calls from teachers and students that there was an active shooter in the building.
High school, we had shots fired, gunshots, multiple gunshots.
Starting high school, we need police up here. Was there someone in the building with a gun?
According to police reports, Lane entered the school and headed to the cafeteria. It was here that TJ Lane opened fire and killed 3 students and severely injured 3 others. 6 people got physically harmed at the hands of TJ Lane that day, but hundreds, if not thousands of people left Chardon High School on February 27th.
Bro, imagine the horror, bro, and bro, just that PTSD, fam. Like, I can't even imagine, fam, because that's, bro, how in the hell do these people just go in the shop? Do you just go in the shop, those, gun stores, and just access a gun, bro, that easily, fam? That's crazy.
Do you remember the look on the gunman's face?
I never looked at his face, I just looked at the gun. I still can't think about it all because it's just so scary.
Lane's actions sent shockwaves through the community. He was swiftly apprehended and charged with 3 counts of aggravated murder, 2 counts of attempted aggravated murder, and 1 count of felonious assault. As if the murders were not bad enough, Lane showed no remorse for his actions at the trial and refused to cooperate with his attorneys. Instead, he appeared in court wearing a t-shirt with the word killer written on it, and even gave the middle finger to the victim's family.
Bro, this is not right, fam. He's effing, the jury, the court, or whatever. His killer written on his shirt. He does not have any remorse, fam. He's like, brother, I'm the it thing, fam. I am the punisher, fam.
During the sentencing hearing, Lane made a shocking statement.
Saying pull the trigger, the killer's son, masturbates.
The statement caused
the balls, bro, this guy has. Hey, bro, what we even do, fam, to this kind of people? Bro, it's even hard. It's stinging inside me, fam. It stinks.
This is Ryan Stone, who is facing charges for going on a crime splurge throughout the nation, including kidnapping and assault, all of which was captured and brought.
I saw this, fam. It was like jidion in real life, bro. I was like, brother, things do really happen out there.
Broadcasted live by helicopters. The chase began after Stone hijacked a car with a 4-year-old boy inside and drove off, leading police on a dangerous pursuit that lasted more than an hour. During the chase, Stone drove up to 100 miles per hour and was reckless in every regard of the word. He's seen here overtaking an innocent civilian on the highway, throwing them out of the car before carrying on in the new vehicle. But that's not all. Watch here as he exits the highway, opens the car door at full speed, then slams onto the brakes right before crashing into another car parked in an intersection. Investigators believe this was
Mission Impossible things in it. These things she in it for speed, fam. Like, brother, police coming out. How these guys have balls in it, fam.
a sorry attempt at another carjacking. Stone also crashed into several other vehicles during this chase, causing numerous injuries. At one point, he even came inches from taking out a policeman who was trying to place stop sticks on the highway. He eventually crashed the stolen car and attempted to flee on foot. However, he was quickly apprehended by police and placed in a holding cell. As if Stone's actions weren't bad enough, he was caught on tape boasting about his actions to a friend who visited him in the cell.
Oh my god. Bro, these people are on some joke thing, fam. Other things is famous and all that, fam, because he did some dictating in it. I'm impressed. I'm very impressed. You couldn't say that I'm scared or anything. I have regretted my sins, but no, you said that I made the news.
Hey, did you know I made the news in the UK and Australia? What? Yeah, my lawyer told me I made the news in the UK and Australia. If you type in Grand Theft Auto on YouTube, my shit comes up first.
Ryan also believed that he should be compensated for his viral car chase because the news channels are using his car chase footage.
I'm going to contact Channel 7 News or have you contact Channel 7 News or somebody. You guys are getting paid using my name.
No. These people are delusional, fam. His guy is very delusional. How does he have the audacity to say that these people, you're gonna copyright him, all these legal things, for some money? For some money and all these damages that you've caused, fam. And you still want some, compensation for, your name being used in the news. Are you dumb, fam?
Stone was charged with 26 crimes involving kidnapping, motor vehicle theft, assault, and eluding police. Stone's sentencing hearing was emotional. In court, many of his victims and their families can be heard speaking about the impact of his crimes on their lives. Some spoke of physical injuries they had sustained in the crash, while others described the emotional trauma they had experienced due to the incident. Stone spoke at the hearing. He cried, expressed remorse for his actions, and apologized to his victims. Isn't it ironic that in the same week, Ryan was captured in the video on the left, laughing and boasting about his crimes, and on the other video on the right, he's seen crying and begging for sympathy from the court, as he finally realized the severity of his actions. Despite his apology, the judge in the case was unmoved, noting that Stone had shown a pattern of criminal behavior and that he posed a threat to society. The judge handed down the maximum sentence possible. Stone pleaded guilty to all charges and was sentenced to 160 years in prison without...
Hey, yo kids, stay safe out there, fam. Do the right thing, brother.
...the possibility of parole. Stone was in tears when he learned he'd spend the rest of his life in prison. Stone blamed his actions on drugs, and his show of remorse might be sincere.